Well, I just got to first say that the talent that I'm seeing here is just amazing. I was overhearing a gentleman in another room tell his story, and I was, oh, excuse me. My daughter always tells me, she said, Mama, you take your glasses off, so someone will pay attention to your face. And I forget every time. Anyway, this gentleman, he brought me to tears. Just a wonderful, just so smart and amazing. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Yes, no, I popped in on you too. It is only fair. Anyway, I just want to thank, first of all, the young students that are putting this project together and that they invited us, the older folk, to come talk about what it's like to be older. Isn't that just the folly of the youth? To think it's a nice thing to talk old people to talk about how it is to be old. Well, I'm gonna spin it correctly. I enjoy being a woman of advanced age. You know why? I can drink my Chardonnay and no one gives me two hoots. And all of those insecurities I had as a young woman have just disappeared. Because you know what? I don't give a damn. Here's a joke. Why'd the older woman cross the road? None of your goddamn business, okay? And I'm sorry to use the Lord's name in vain. I just get very put off. But my daughter, Dottie, said you gotta get out of the house. You can't just sit there and watch your stories all day and do your crosswords. You gotta meet people. And she's right. My dear departed Richard, he left me way too soon. And it's too soon to date. I think it's been 15 years. That's just way too soon to date. I'm not ready. Oh man, that man, I mean, he was as clever as a trap door in a canoe. You know what I mean? It was all cute and look, but it really was not very useful. He was he had his best intentions at heart. I mean, he did try to save us some money, but he would squeeze those quarters so hard I swear those eagles would squeal. Still, Dottie's right. I do gotta go out and meet some people. So, anyway, your first question, I'm sorry. My daughter always tells me, Mama, you're as windy as a sack of farts. And she is right. I do get stuck on a topic and I cannot get off of it. I am a dog with a bone. I'll tell you what. So here we go. I wrote it down. And I'm going to, because take my glasses off. All right. Okay. So, getting older, as an older woman, how's your perspective on life changed? And what have you seen is better? I have seen a lot. I have done a lot. And all of those experiences add up as Mary Nettie Bell Montgomery that you see today. The Mary Nettie Bell Montgomery of her 20s was very quiet and just let things happen to her. Mary Nettie Bell Montgomery of the years you see now takes the world by the balls. And I'll tell you what, in my 20s, I would never have referenced that at all. But now, I understand what it means. I understand who I am. And I like who I am. I'll tell you what. And I've had a lot of practice being who I am. A lot of failure, a lot of success. I just recently got into sailing. I have my nautical scarf right here. I got into sailing right now because I went on a dating profile, urged again by the daughter Dottie, who would not shut up about it. Went on the dating profile, met a silver fox, I'll tell you what, and we went sailing. Mary Nettie Bell has never gone sailing in her entire life. I mean, we might have sailed by in terms of money and life and well, that's just a bad joke, and I apologize for that. Mary Nettie Bell is not much of a comedian. I don't have a type 5. It's a little bit loose, like everything else. That actually is a joke, and I stole that from my friend Denise. Hi, Denise. Thank you for watching. I know you're here. I love you, and I'm drinking the Chardonnay that you gave me in my gift package. Thank you very much. I had knee surgery, and Denise gave me a sample of wine from the world. She's a wonderful friend. All right. So what's better? Okay. Confidence is better. Not giving a holy hell better. Things just don't bug me the way they used to. I mean, I would go out and water the lawn every day just to make sure it was green. Who cares? Honestly, we could go through a drought and those trees will bribe the dogs to pee on them, and I do not care. I do not care. Things things that are important, like the people that you love. And the things that aren't important are not important. And you do not waste your time on them. You focus on the things that you want. And if you laser focus on that, then you can get ahead. I promise you. There is happiness. Yes, I know. I'm looking around. It's a very stark white room they have me in here, and it's the interview process, and I'm sort of looking to connect with people, and all I see is these white rooms. It's like I'm being interrogated. I feel like I'm a criminal, but it's very exciting because I've done nothing ever in my life that would ever put me in jail. Kind of hope one day I would turn into a bank robber or some sort of a sexy villain, but life took a different turn. A lovely one. I have a beautiful daughter named Dottie who really cares for me a lot. Let's look at your other question. I hope I answered that. I pushed play on this camera. I don't even know if it's recording. So I do hope that you do get some footage after this. I don't know. All right, what else? Who was my biggest mentor? That's a good question. I feel like my mentors have fluctuated and changed as I did. Well, at first, I was a young girl. My mentor was my mother. And she was a strong Southern woman who told me how to be strong, taught me how to be a graceful and polite woman. And then I realized I didn't need to be a graceful and polite woman. And then my mentors changed. And I'll tell you right now, my mentor is my daughter. And I will talk about her incessantly. As you get to know me, you'll learn that. But she has found her way. She is strong. She is funny. She is better than I am. And I cannot believe that that child came from me. It's a beautiful, wonderful tribute to the world, and to her, and to womankind, and she is my mentor. I know I'm older, but she is my mentor. And I don't mean she just showing me how to do the internets and all that jazz. I mean she's showing me what it means to find my own happiness. Because no one's going to love you more than you can love yourself. And that's some good advice right here from Mary Nettie Bell Montgomery. Love yourself, okay? Don't count on other people. There will be other people who will love you, but you know you better than anybody else, okay? So you play this back on loop. If you're feeling low, you just tune into Mary Bell Montgomery and you hear these words of wisdom. Okay. One more thing is I did only drink Chardonnay for the good part of my life, and I have found that there are other lovely varietals of wine. Did you hear of a thing called Prosecco? It is fantastic. It is like God is awakening in your mouth. It's like heaven itself, effervescent, and like the Prosecco bubbles of the angels just rising up to meet you. It's just truly fantastic. Wonderful things. This world is a bounty, and we're all here to enjoy it. All right. What was the other question? Let me look. Okay. What was your big... Oh, I already answered that. What have you learned that you would share with others? Well, that list is endless. That is an endless list. But I'm going to tell you, everybody has to learn their own lessons. You learn your biggest lessons in your mistakes. So feel free to make them. I make mistakes all the time. I call people by the wrong name. One time I tried to color my hair and it turned purple. And that was right before one of my Silver Fox dates. And you know what? I had a very funny story, and that date went better than ever. And I will not kiss and tell, so don't even you ask Marinate Bell to tell you how that went. But it went well. It went well. I'm going to take a sip of this God's Prosecco. Anyway, I came here I'm also sitting in the waiting room, and I see two other beautiful older women sitting next to me, and we started chatting. Turns out we're all here for this beautiful project. What a wonderful way to learn from the older generations into the newer generations. I respect. I respect the youth, and I respect my peers. Thank you very much. And anyone who's watching right now, I am indeed still single. I enjoy long walks on the beach and conversation. I do like to talk, so if you like to listen, give me a holler. You probably, if you were watching this tape, you know who taped it, so you can get my information if you need to from somebody else. But I don't want to take up too much time. It's not about me, right? It's about everybody else. But I just want to say thank you for making my day. It's really wonderful to make you feel like your words matter. So I appreciate this time. And I will leave room for the next person. So I'll be seeing, well, maybe not. I have no idea. But anyway, thank you. All right, bye. Hello. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I took a long time getting here because I got trapped by a mirror. I was looking very hard into my hair, and I realized that my hair was atrocious, and I had to get on camera in 2 seconds. Alas, I have risen to the occasion. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Dorothea. I would tell you my last name, but my tax accountant would advise against it. There might be litigation in our name. Yes, thank you for inviting me to this project. It's a beautiful project. I met a lovely woman named Mary Nettie Bell Montgomery. And in the process of talking to her, we exchanged phone numbers. And I shall invite her to my Upper East Side palace. And she has invited me down to what she calls the glory of the United States. I'm very excited to see what this is, and I long for the day of having a new journey and adventure. Hello. Okay. So right to the point. Mentors. What I've learned. What it's like to be an older woman. These are all great questions. I'll tell you though, I never understood the phrase putting on your face more until I've gotten older. I've spackled this face 10 to 20 times, and still it is not the visage that I've been wanting when I look in the mirror. The fortunate is that I am a woman of means, and so I just can't keep up with the pulling from the release of the face. So it's been time consuming just trying to keep up with everything that's making its way south. Fortunately, this room is god awful. There's no inspiration in here. It's like you're in some sort of weird testimonial in a show that you didn't know that you were a part of. Like some sort of forbidden island where you're forbidden because you're stuck in solitary. Anyway, I live in Upper East Side with my husband, who I've not seen probably for about the last 5 years. We put on an addition. He went wandering into it, and I haven't seen him since. Which is fine. Sometimes he knocks on the walls, and I'm not sure if he's still alive or it's just been haunted. Either way, it's very exciting. I hope that he's still puttering around. Sometimes I do catch a whiff of his aftershave, and I'm wondering, is it a deep memory or is it just him floating by? We had a vodka room, which was made completely of ice. He wandered in there one time, and I had to literally pull him out. Although, bless his heart, I feel like it de-aged him 5 years. He just froze in time. Froze with the ice luge of the vodka and froze in time. Bless him. I tried to replicate that myself, but I had a minor accident and had to seek medical help. Why is it the men always have an easier way? Right. What is better. Well, I don't know. I feel like my life has always been wonderful. I think maybe the thing that's different is that I love myself. That's the difference. Back when I was youthful, I was very focused on things that maybe were not important to me as I had thought. For example, I have the neck of a 16-year-old. I keep it hidden because it's my only asset. I don't show anybody. But the amount of years and toil and trouble to keep this neck looking to be 16, well, in the hindsight of my life, looks frivolous and pointless. I didn't have children, but I did have many pets that I did adore. They taught me how to love. They taught me how to take care of things that weren't myself, which was fantastic, other than property. And it warmed this cold heart. I come from a long line of Parkers. Oh dear, I said my last name. Well, maybe I can hit my lawyers to erase this tape. Or, in the pursuit of education, I might just let you have it. I wish I did have children. I'm going to say that out loud for the first time in my entire life. Because I'm a person who has a hard time admitting when I am wrong. And maybe children would have added greatly to my life. And again, maybe not. Either way, it's fine. All right, well, I feel like I have not much to say to you right now. I'm having a hard time connecting with your white room. I'll say this. As I get older, I do see women succeeding much quicker, sooner, with less impediment, but there's still issues at hand. I'd like to see a world in which the playing field was equal. It hasn't been the case. It still is not. And maybe we can do something about that. Cheers. Thank you very much. Again, wipe this tape and my last name, and I will give you a lot of money. I believe there's one other woman outside who wanted to come in and chat, so I shall give the space to her. I hope the husband is alive, but nowhere near me. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Hello! Hello, everybody! Hi! It's me! Nana! Hi! Hi, everybody! My beautiful son and daughter, who equally are amazing individuals, gave me this opportunity to come and speak to you. I hear that you're doing a project. They gave me dark and stormy in the waiting room. I'm a little sauced. I think they gave us liquor because they wanted us to tell all our secrets. It's working. I already told those two ladies things I did in college that I wouldn't tell anybody. The one Southern woman, she flushed so much I thought she was going to spontaneously combust. It was amazing and also very, very scary. Anyway, I'm going to tell you right now. First, let me get it out of the way because I have to get it out of the way. My grandson works for NASA. Yep. Works for NASA. My daughter lives in San Diego. I got this California hat. She is the most talented artist you will ever see, and I will show you her artwork so you will see how talented she is. My son is in NASA, so they did this thing where the SpaceX, did you see the SpaceX with the Tesla and the space and the electronics and all that? So he's a part of that. It's a brand new thing. My favorite thing to do to them is pretend like I'm senile. It's my favorite thing. It's amazing. He'll come and he'll say Nana. Calls me Nana because he has kids and Nana's Nana. So when he's talking with his kids, he's talking to me. He calls me Nana. Calls me Mom in private. Anyway, he says, Nana, I'm doing this thing with the Tesla. And then I say to him, well, do you have to plug it in to your outlet? How does it work? Is the car electric? Is the spaceship electric? How does it work? If you plug it in, what's your electric bills like? How is this happening? Oh, he gets so flustered. It's so amazing. I know how it works. I mean, he sends me the links. I follow along. I'm an intelligent human being, but it's just very funny to see him try to work his way around with explaining to me. I also think I'm helping him because when he talks to the investors or whoever it is he has to talk to, he's already got his elevator pitch. It's the Nana pitch. I love it. Oh, right. I have to talk about, see, I've been drinking rum and it got my brain all dark and stormy. There's just, anyway, talk about what's better with being an older woman and what I've learned and my mentor. These are the things. Yes. Okay. I have so many people and women and men and children and life experiences to share all this beautiful life experience with. So many mentors. Every day is a mentor. You walk down the street, you see a flower growing out of a crack in the sidewalk. That's a gosh darn mentor. Because you know why? When you're walking down that sidewalk, you were just being pressed against tons of people you didn't want to touch, and all of a sudden you see a bit of nature grow out of it, and you're like, oh my gosh, beautiful things grow out of darkness. Then all of a sudden, you lighten your mood, your life is a little bit better, you're a little bit kinder, you remember the things that are more important. It's hard. We're all coming from different perspectives. We're all products of where we are. I'm in New York. Those other ladies are from somewhere else. They have a different point of view. Anyway, I gotta say, and I'm sure they said it too, we don't do this alone. All right? The whole world is here, right? We have to do it together. We all are influencing together. It's a beautiful, crazy, mixed up chemistry experiment called humankind, and you're hoping people are learning to be kinder, right? You know? Oh my God. All right, so the son's in NASA, okay? The grandson, he just won the science fair. He made a machine that detects if you have ESP. That's extrasensory perception. So you sit down and you push something, right? And it makes an electrical current. Okay, whatever. ESP, you believe it, you don't believe it. But this kid makes an electrical current, so when you touch metal to metal, the thing lights up. I got a family of geniuses. I don't know what I did right. I don't know what I did wrong. But all I know is I love those kids. And that's right, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. I got a game of canasta, not to be a stereotype, but it's beautiful and wonderful and I don't want to stop. But I also have a new stargazing friends that we go out into a field and we look at the stars. We're actually a bunch of witches. We call it a stargazing group because we don't want people to make fun of us. But we really are out there being a coven of witches, of older ladies. It's really fantastic. We just went out on the solstice. We may or may not have taken our clothes off. I cannot say and will not say, but thank you very much. Anyway, I gotta go, but getting older is great. It's so good. Just embrace it. Honestly, you don't give two hoots about nothing. Honestly, it's so wonderful. All the stupid, silly nonsense goes away. And you understand that your entire life you've been good enough and you're pretty freaking amazing. And it's a shame it takes that long to get there. So why don't you watch this tape? Listen to me. Listen to Nana. I'll be your Nana. All right? I'm your Nana. You're beautiful and wonderful and I love you. And you're really good. So get at it. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Oh, my phone's going off. All right. Bye. Thanks.